Do you remember how I got this 2.5-inch spiral cutting monster for my router table? I got a bigger one. Let's do something cool. No, obviously, I did not get this for my router table. Oh, but that would be crazy. But several months ago, I did a video on FindBuyTool's 2.5-inch flush trim spiral cutting bit. Amazing cutter, by the way. If you want to see that video, check it out. There's a link right here. And one of you commented on that video and said that you actually have the spiral cutter head for your DeWalt 735 thickness planer. And you said that you loved it, and I was like, they've got one for a thickness planer? I actually have the DeWalt DW733, and I looked it up on FindBuyTool's website, and sure enough, they have a cutter head for the 733 as well. I actually have my thickness planer on this nice little roll-around cart, and it's tucked away in this corner, so when I need it, I can pull it out real quick. When I'm not using it anymore, I can just tuck it right back in, and it's nice and out of the way. So I ordered one right away. It came in this fantastic packaging. It comes with 60 of these carbide inserts and screws. And this cutter is going to get us 20% smoother finish, 20% faster feed rate, 50% noise reduction, and 4,000% longer lifespan. So needless to say, today we are giving my thickness planer a hell of an upgrade. Now, one thing that I think that is worth noting, when you are installing these carbide inserts, you'll notice that they're numbered on all 4 corners. Make sure that you install them with the same number facing the same corner, because you actually have 4 sides of wear on each carbide insert. So when one side wears, you just simply spin it 90 degrees and you got fresh, brand new blades. And obviously, make sure they're seated correctly before you tighten down. It can be very easy to seat them the wrong way. So now that we have all of our inserts installed, now let's go ahead and install this bad boy. This thing is getting really heavy in my arm sitting here running my dialogue. Now, before we install this cutter head, I guess I should tell you what the problem that I'm having with this thing is. Even with a sharp blade in here, even when I am just shaving off like a 32nd of an inch off of my material, it just really struggles. Now, of course, at this point, now my blade, not only is it dull, but it has this really bad nick in it. So I get this awful line in all of my pieces now that I have to either sand off or plane down with a hand plane. And I get the worst snipe. And another thing that I am very anxious to be done with is changing the knives on this thing is a pain in the butt. Getting at them is easy enough, but once you have replaced the knives, you're supposed to be able to take these plastic gauges right here and use them to align the blade height just right. But I've never found these gauges to be a foolproof way to set the height on these knives, and they're not very accurate. And also, they fall apart on you. So now, I don't have to deal with that anymore. Now I can just simply take this cover off, turn around all of my carbide inserts, tighten them down, and be done with it. So yeah, these are the knives, and wow, they are shot. Yep, you can even see that divot that was causing all the trouble. Now, if I get a nick in this cutter head, all I have to do is change one little insert, not have to buy and replace 2 whole knives. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. You're gonna have to take this thing apart quite a bit in order to install this new cutter head. But FindBuyTool, they got this great video on how to disassemble this particular model and put it back together. It'll be worth it in the end, I promise. Well, this is irrelevant now. I have to remove all these inserts before I put the shaft in. This is why you read directions first. Alright, let's try that again. Also, I greased up the bearings too. Alright, time to put this bad boy back together. I did take the opportunity though, while this is all apart, to clean everything up really well, spray moving parts down with WD-40, and grease up all the threads with an all-purpose grease. And that was an entire 1/16 of an inch I took on both passes. So total, I took off an 1/8 of an inch in about, I don't know, what is that, 10 seconds? With the old blade, I would only take like a 32nd of an inch at most. And look, no more snipe. And you know, this model actually has some pretty good dust collection when you actually hook up the dust collection. But yeah, to say that I have given this thickness planer an upgrade is an understatement. So I'm not sure how many models FindBuyTool has this particular spiral cut or spiral head available for, but I know that it has several DeWalt models on there, but go check it out. Use this code to get 6% off. And yeah, treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. Treat yourself.
Go to FindBuyTool and upgrade your thickness planer, or they actually have upgrades for several other machines too. And of course, if you have any questions about this in the comments, please feel free to comment, and I will see you in the next video.